It's live back.
Yes.
It's back up again. It stopped for some reason. Like last time, it was just messing up. This time, the button was pressed. I don't know. I should check it later. Like the stops. Like I had to start streaming again.
Did
It
you
started recording.
install Windows 11?
Yes,
Yeah, it's that.
that's weird.
I don't have
Taking over
Windows
your
11.
PC.
I have Mac OS Ventura.
Oh, that's interesting. Mac OS Ventura. Oh, yeah, I don't.
Listen,
We're back.
it basically functions the exact same way as the one before it, but they added a pretty wallpaper, and that's all I care about. That's
I
literally
think that's
it. They
that's
added a
Windows
pretty
11
wallpaper.
too. Windows 11 is literally like Windows 10, but a bit moved around. Things are a bit moved around. Some people
There's
really
some
don't
weird.
like Windows 11 for
There's
some
some
reason.
weird errors in it, though. I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean they're doing something in the back.
Maybe it's my installation, but like my browser closed on its own twice today.
I never had that happen.
Damn.
It's a little. What the fuck are they doing exactly?
I don't know. The last time I used Windows was Windows 8 or Windows 7.
8 sucks. 7 was good.
Windows 8 is.
Yeah, it was that era where like Microsoft came out with phones and they like put the Windows
7 was good, at least.
Don't you guys have phones?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
I do. It's Apple iPhone.
Yeah, that's an American thing. Like Americans love. Well, I have Apple a lot.
Old ass Samsung. I quite literally inherited from my grandmother.
Outside the US, Apple isn't that big.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay.
It's like all different variations of like an Android phone, right?
It's like I think in the world it's 80% Android and 20% Apple. So it's still big, but as one, but it's not like the only thing. In the
People
US,
outside
I think
those parts of the world can't afford that shit. They can't afford the iPhone. They'd rather buy like 5 Androids for the family than one iPhone, you know?
And even like Samsung's pretty big.
I don't know why like iPhones are like comically expensive in Brazil. I don't know why exactly. It's like a foreign product
expensive everywhere.
Thing. I think Brazil has like a foreign product tax, some shit like that.
Probably.
Yeah,
prices are always
that's yeah, that's the. Have you heard of the is that the Zubo, the console that they made exclusively for the Brazilian market, and it was pretty bad.
Oh, I've heard of it, but I never like I've heard.
There's also this really cheap phone made for India.
What's it called? Like, that would actually be sick. I'm just thinking, like, with every new OS update, like anytime there's a new update within like the operating system, just name it some different god, right? Just name it like Shiva or something, like or Shivna.
I think
or
it was just
like
Android
Brahma. Like that'd be so sick. And like they install like digital like artists like creations of like the different like Hindu like gods and goddesses. That'd be dope.
That would be way too risky.
I think Indians get too angry over nothing, so they'll probably just get angry over that anyways.
Yeah.
Like remember when like, the Jordan Peterson thing was funny, where he was like messing with the Indians, like his week of insanity.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't see that. What is that?
He was like, he said something stupid about Kali Mata, which is like one of the gods, and all the his Hindu fans were like, "That's not how that is." And a lot of some Hindu fascists came
you're
as well.
over your head, bro. Like, Stick to talking about
some
what you
some
usually
started
do.
insulting Christians. It was a lot of stuff was weird stuff.
I don't know, like, I don't really pay attention to Jordan Peterson. Does he like speak on religion that often?
No,
Does, right?
whenever he does, it's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wrestling
I
with the
don't
knees
know.
is still here.
I always felt like
Nice.
he like prefers his weird self-help shit, or like, you know,
This week was
the
like this
chaos
past week was
dragon.
especially insane. He did so many weird stuff. Like if you
I
go
don't
through his
know.
feed,
Jordan Peterson, like, if you really want to make a cult out of a Jordan Peterson book, you could. It's like a whole mythology in there about like the chaos dragon and the feminine spirit of chaos.
the Dragon of Chaos is the funniest thing.
It's even weirder than like what he says in the public. If you actually like read one of his books, it's even weirder than expected.
Yeah. Well,
And
like there's the stuff about his grandmother, the dream.
oh, that one. And he posted weird fetish porn, but
Yeah.
insinuated that China was milking men for semen or something for their birth rate. But it was like a British fetish video or something.
This man needs to go to horny jail right now.
That's crazy. I don't know what that meat diet did to him, but fuck,
maybe
man.
he's like maybe he
Level
drank
is
apple cider
insane.
vinegar again.
Yeah. Put some of that. Like, can you imagine? Like, that's how. Like, but like, how do you like? Is that way to like euthanize someone like that? Like, just like put them on like a meat diet for like 2 fucking years, and then be like, hey, you want a shot of this apple cider? Hey, yeah, sure.
They'll be zooked and out of their
I
mind.
don't even believe that Jordan Peterson did the meat diet. I don't know.
No, you
Maybe.
can purely survive on meat. It must have been something
I don't
else.
know. He watched one Liver King video, and now he took it to a whole new level.
I think it's his daughter. His daughter has weird
maybe
concepts.
his daughter did it. Maybe
No,
his daughter did
is. No, I think it's the reverse. I think his daughter, because she makes money off this stuff, his daughter forced him onto the meat diet, but she doesn't herself do it because she looks healthy enough. He doesn't.
Well, that's because the daughter, I'm sure the daughter probably made like a off the cuff like joke, be like, Dad, like you should go on a meat diet, which is like a polite way of saying like, hey, you'll suck a dick, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, and then she's like, no, Dad, that's not what I meant. I wasn't talking about eating strictly meat. I'm saying when I'm on a meat diet, it's different. It's a different kind of meat.
You're on a meat diet. You're on a meat diet.
Yeah, you go on a meat diet.
Meat diet. Oh god.
Is that your meat diet?
Yeah, my meat diet. Yeah, if that was my meat diet, I'd be vegan out. I'd be vegan out here. Because there's no like I said the other day, like there really isn't nobody out here except for like these like gay Trumpers. Like these gay Trumpers are like, I don't know if they're like, I don't know, like they're like worse than Karens. Like I don't know how to even describe them.
I mean, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I've seen Christian Walker. I've seen
like
all
all the attitude of a gay person, but the politics of a Trumper.
It's so bad. And you know damn well that like that they don't wash their ass either, because they're not privy to that kind of information, they're not privy to that. They're not privy to that whole culture of like that whole thing, because they feel so. Because I remember I was one of those gays where it was like I almost felt like alienated from the whole other gay culture because it was like I felt like I had this like enlightened like view like of the world and they were all just dumb. Like every single gay was just like a drag queen. You know, I had a lot of homophobia, you know. And
Yeah.
and it's like I feel bad for these guys, but it's like at the same time like you know, I was in that whole I was in that, you know, I subscribed to that ideology at a different time. You know what I'm saying? Like when people were still making the excuse that Trump supported gay people because he held up the flag. You know what I'm saying? When they would try to get you on their side and try to make pro gay arguments from like a Republican
Oh yeah.
perspective.
Wasn't the like
Then
in
nowadays
the
they can't do
beginning
that.
even defended sort of like it was empty words, but defended trans people in the beginning,
Yeah,
like in
yeah. So
2016.
like I remember like the gay like these type of gay people was like the biggest thing for them was they would throw like you know, they would say things like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, being that Trump is anti-ISIS, be like and ISIS wants to throw you people off buildings." You know what I'm saying? Like and he wants to, you know, bomb the shit out of these fuckers. Isn't that a pro-gay stance? You know what I'm saying? And it, that's what they, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Turns
like
out they were
Those were the
just
kind of arguments.
Trump, like do the Wait, no, he did the trans-military ban. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, you
It turns
could
out they were
justify anything with kind of stuff. Oh yeah, the Holocaust was justified because the Jews were homophobic.
turns out that they liked the throwing people out of buildings part. They didn't like the brown part.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what though? Like when
Yeah.
I was like I'm not gonna lie to you, like I almost used that like do you guys remember back in 2017 where like we were almost like at war with North Korea?
Yeah,
Do you remember that
Kind
shit?
of.
Kind of
Where
like
like
not
Trump
really,
was
but
calling
kind
him
of.
like Rocket Man and like and that whole
Yeah.
thing and like and they were saying that they were gonna like completely blow up Guam or whatever they said they were gonna do. I think
Yeah.
that was probably right after Trump instated the trans bill thing, and I'm like, if we go to war, I'm not gonna cut my hair because I still had like long hair at this time. I'm like, I'm not cutting my hair. I'm just gonna say I'm trans. I don't have to be drafted.
Yeah.
He just did me a favor.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna use
But
that to my advantage. Be like, I don't have to fight this fucking war. I'm trans. You know, I'm not fighting that shit. You did me a favor. You let me opt out. That's just the way I had. That's just the way I looked at it back then too.
Yeah, like
Wow.
it reminds me a bit of well, it's like drive dodging. I've heard people like chop off like stick an axe into their like eel to like avoid draft, and well, it
Yeah.
reminds me a bit of when like being gay was a disease in like Sweden or something, and like people like protested, like they said, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to work today because I'm feeling a little gay today."
Yeah.
You know, that could come to my advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I
True.
was gonna use that to my advantage as well. I was gonna like, you know, anytime the recruiters show up, I was gonna show up. Like, I remember like thinking like I was gonna take my mom's heels. I was gonna put on like a nice dress, and I
Did
was
you
gonna
hear what
bake them a pie.
Russia's doing?
What?
Like the Wagner group, the Nazi group, is recruiting people on porn sites.